Hello and welcome to the Diva of Days for Lives. This is Carrie. You can find me at Twitter at Diva of Dole, Instagram Diva underscore Dole, here on YouTube, Facebook, Diva Days for Lives. And we have Marianne here, who's at the wedding.
Yeah. Hi everyone. You can find me at mama_hooch on X, and I'm also on Instagram and Facebook.
And we have Jen here tonight.
Hi, I'm at IXJDK at Twitter.
And at the Witness Protection Program, we have our friend Anna.
I'm at let me think, where am I at? Oh yeah, not supposed to tell where I'm at. We're talking just metaphorically on the social accounts. I'm at Kazi Hooch with a IE, not a Y. Don't get confused because you won't find me. Kazi Hooch on Twitter or X and Instagram.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to everybody like, subscribe, share. And if you subscribe on YouTube, then you'll see us when we come live. And I wanted to say I was right on my prediction last week. Steelers lost badly last week to Cleveland, and Sunday, which led to the Sunday night football game this tomorrow, which I predicted that was going to happen because there's no way in hell the NFL was going to have non-conference.
Fixed.
Yeah, it was fixed.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. But,
See,
yeah,
I'm getting
Well, plus
disgusted
there
with
was some,
football now.
plus there were some bad calls in that game last
It
week.
still was fixed. I
Yeah.
think Roger was behind it too. He was horrible,
yeah.
and he hasn't been that bad in a long time.
No, he could not
As-
hit a
as-
receiver. Yeah.
Like I said, Roger, what was your payout? What was your payoff? My son-in-law says it's more like entertainment now, like the WW with wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not a true game anymore.
No. Mm-mm.
Look, what happened to Kansas City?
Yeah, I
Came
don't
out of
know. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't really want.
well, I don't know.
For some reason, I don't really want to talk about it. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
Go Steelers.
what
Go
I'm meaning
Steelers.
is I don't think
Go
it was all Kansas
Texans.
City's fault.
No,
I think
I don't know.
Mhm. I'm
It was a
yeah.
combination of things, and honestly,
I'm
what I think
jaded.
comes, if we're going to be philosophical about it, and why not? Um, I think they just weren't hungry enough. I think they got. I mean, every team has a variety of injuries, and yes, we had some various issues, and of course, Patrick Mahomes was injured, but he was injured on a game where they were lost anyway. You know, they were going to lose. But I still love them. They're still my guys. Love them to death. I think some of them are very ingrained here in Kansas City and love the city and do a lot of good for the community. So I'm still supporting them. But am I really excited about the game tomorrow? Not really. But
Neither am
because
I.
I don't even know if any of our starters are
I don't even
playing.
want
And
to. Yeah.
furthermore, I don't even know if I want any of our starters playing because if they get injured. But
I don't want to frustrate myself again.
But yeah,
Mm.
it's a weird place to be for a Chiefs fan in the last 6 or 7
Yeah.
years. But at the same time, it also makes you appreciate things, more. And also, I guess because of fantasy football, and also just having friends like you guys are big Steelers fans, and friend and some family that are big Broncos fans. And all. I don't really, even when it's I guess my way is I look at it that there's some players I really like, or some teams I just kind of like some of the people on them, and or I like to root for them if my team's not playing because of the people that I know that also love them.
Mhm.
But I'm not like I'm not super bitter. There's only a couple teams I just cannot stand. The Ravens, you better beat
Eh,
the Ravens. That's all I got to say. Because that's a long time. That's a long time, long history of not liking the Ravens. But I've got a couple. I was telling someone the other day I stopped hating the Bills. I hated the Bills for 30 something years
oh,
because they spoiled the Houston Oilers' chances in
uh,
1992. But after the Damar Hamlin thing, I've really grew to
uh,
appreciate them, and I don't hate them. So anyway, so I'm rooting tomorrow. I'm rooting for the Texans, the Broncos, the Steelers, and and yeah, I have people in my life that hate some of those teams or whatever, but I'm rooting for them, for those three teams tomorrow. So go Steelers. And we'll see after that. We'll see where it goes. Because when I was in Houston after the Texans came, Texans weren't winning a whole lot the first 5 years that they played, and so
Mhm.
it's kind of fun to see them doing something now, But I'm just kind of gonna enjoy the sport and watch some of the players I like and some of the teams, and not get too caught up emotionally and being bitter or upset about it or anything. Because really, what can I do, right?
Right.
Right.
But anyway, so kick the Ravens' butts tomorrow.
Do you
And
want
Jen,
to?
I'm sorry to exclude
Let's
you,
hope.
but since you're a Mets fan, it's really kind of a hard conversation to have.
Oh, trust me, I'm in a lot of pain and I'm very pissed at the Mets right now. They traded their best players and they let
Oh,
two of them walk.
oh, jeez.
Oh,
The one guy who hustled, they traded.
Jeez. Ugh.
Yep.
Oh, anyway, so
So I feel your pain.
thanks.
Deanna,
right.
start us off with the Kate update.
Well, okay. Well, first of all, after the Kate drought that we've had,
Yeah.
and the disgusting amount of times that Kate should have been in the scene and wasn't, we won't go back to that. New Year's resolutions. Don't be bitter about football. Don't be bitter about Kate, but just be slightly irritated and annoyed when she's not on. Anyway, so she was actually on count them, 2 days in a row,
Wow.
on Monday and on Tuesday. And on Monday, she was more in her familial role. She was with her son celebrating. She kept saying my two boys, and I kept thinking, well, she does have um, Austin, out there somewhere. He's in London? I don't know. I've lost, no, Switzerland. I don't
Switzerland.
know.
And
But
Rex.
what's that?
And Rex.
Yep.
Yeah, I was trying to think there was another one. Yeah, that's right, Rex. So I think she had 4 boys, but she was only talking about 2. And as far as she was concerned, the 2 that were in the room were the 2 that she cared focused on. But it was nice to see Philip and then have Lucas back again. I am always happy. Every time there's Lucas is on, I'm always happy. So Lucas and Philip met with Kate, and and they kind of did some gentle ribbing about relationships, and I guess Lucas is dating someone for the last few months, but he's not about to introduce her to anybody, and he's not about to tell them who it is.
Right.
So I don't know if this is supposed to be a mystery that's supposed to come
I
up
don't
somehow
know.
or what, but he's not telling. And then they kind of teased Philip about being with Gabby now. So, does somebody hear a sound?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I think it's the air or something that vent something down here came on.
Oh,
Might be the
Okay.
heat because I'm down in the
Okay.
basement.
Okay, because I don't
'Cause
hear anything.
My other
from my
room is
place.
next to Vivian's room, and I don't want to
Okay.
be in there. I don't want to wake her up.
Oh, so
So
well,
I'm down
anyway,
where
I just wanted to
she
make sure it
can't hear
wasn't
me.
something my phone was doing or something. Anyway, so they had conversations about, Gabby, and then at one point, one of them somehow, Chloe, who shall not be named, topic came up, and Kate was like, "Yeah, we're not talking about her. We're not mentioning her name."
Don't say
And then
that name.
Philip's like, yeah, that's really weird about Chloe. And then Lucas is like, yeah, Chloe. They're both like teasing her because they're both saying her name. And what was her quote? Diva, the dollar store diva. She goes,
Yeah.
yeah, we
Oh.
remember you quoted that, Carrie, didn't you? Something about we don't need to talk about the dollar store diva. So so she's still rightly so not a fan of Chloe's. And so anyway, so they and when Lucas said, "No, I'm not gonna," I don't want who I'm seeing to be intimidated or whatever. And she's like, oh, come on, Lucas. She says, I know in the past I was probably more involved with my children's love lives than they should have been, but I'm mellowed now. I've mellowed a lot. And he's like, yeah.
Really?
He's like, well, yeah, no, I'm still not telling you who she is. And so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if we're supposed to think if this is just a red herring kind of thing, or if there's actually some story that could be coming up. But anyway, so
Anna,
and
hold
then
on a second. Hey, Jen, you're not recording for some reason.
I'm gonna hit refresh.
Okay, go ahead. All right, go ahead, Anna. Sorry.
So anyway, and then the other things that Kate was in was so Roman had gone to take Marlena some soup from the pub, and he said, "Yeah, my mom's voice kept coming to me saying, you need to get this soup to Marlena." And so, because it has healing properties and all, kind of talked about that. And so he got that over to her, and it's kind of nice that Marlena is showing some vulnerability, because
Mhm.
she's always so stoic and always there for everybody else. So it was, I mean, I don't like to see any characters really suffering unless they're bad people, bad characters. But I, it was touching. And I think all of us could kind of relate a little bit to, like, when we've lost someone or whatever, that, it's hard during the holidays. And so anyway, so she kind of broke down with Roman and he hugged her. And then he ended up taking her was it for a walk around some Christmas tree lane or street
Yeah.
or something like that, where they used to take, or Christmas lane or something, where they used to take the kids when they were little and stuff. And I thought that was really sweet. So that kind of got her in the spirit and of Christmas. And then he's like, while they were walking in the town square, he's like, well, hey, why don't you join me and Kate, why don't you come over and join us at the pub? And she's like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to just show up, he's like, no, really, join us. We'd love to have you. And so he brought his date back to meet his wife. No, I was kidding. No, so he and Marlena went over to the pub, and of course, Marlena, Kate was gracious with her, and know that they're trying to be supportive of her with her huge loss of John and everything. And then at one point, when they were talking, I think it was Roman that said something like, yeah, Steve's really been working a lot.
No, yeah.
Since he's something about
He's all alone.
running everything on his own or something. And it really, she said it really triggered her, but she got up, and Marlena got up and walked off for a little bit. And then Rome went and talked to her, and he's like, I think, he was like, he wasn't thinking, oh, Black Patch, Patch has got to carry the load because John's not there anymore, And so they had a little conversation about it. She wasn't mad. It just really went to her heart. It was just a reminder that John's not with us, um, and so there's that. And then, and then he hugs, like, so they're off away from the table a little bit, and Kate's sitting there talking. I think, were the boys still there? No, was Lucas was still there. I think Philip had left. Yeah, because he found Gabby. He was gonna look for Gabby or something. So Kate's sitting there, and she turns around and she sees Roman hugging Marlena, and she kind of gave a look, like, oh, like she wasn't gonna be like, oh, isn't that cute? But she also wasn't gonna be ugly.
Nobody
and
can hug anybody in Salem without
No.
somebody getting the wrong idea.
I know. Or spilling coffee on them, or anything like that.
Yeah.
So there was a
But I
little
don't
bit
know
of
where they're going with that.
there's a little bit of a flag of
Roman
not
and
jealousy,
Marlena again?
just uncomfortable. Yeah. And
Yeah.
the funny thing is, I was the biggest Roman and Marlena fan back in the early '80s when it was Wayne Northrup
The right
playing.
Roman.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I have never seen 1 ounce of actual chemistry between Chris Kosacek and and Marlena.
No,
So, and
too
again,
much
I'm not
other
saying
history
that.
there.
I mean, I love Cayman. I love Marlena. I mean, I love I loved Roman and Kate together. So I'm not like dogging Josh Taylor or anything. It's just he will always be Chris
Chris.
Kosacek to me.
Chris,
I
yes.
mean, I do think of him as Roman too now, but like, I just, I don't see any. There's never any. I mean, there's friendship, but I know there for a while they tried to put those two back together for years ago, and there was just zero. I mean, literally zero chemistry. So it's kind of nice to see that they're friends and they support each other. That part's fine, but I don't think Kate should be worried. In other words, now I think Roman definitely still has feelings for Marlena, always will, but I don't think it's reciprocated. So anyway, so I don't know what that little flash of not jealousy, but just a little uncomfortableness because it was
like
a little bit
annoyance.
awkward. Huh?
Yeah, she's annoyed. Like she
Yeah,
was
annoyed.
annoyed. Little.
Yeah, annoyed. But then and then the next day, I think her main scenes, if all of her scenes, were with Xander. So she shows up at Titan on a holiday,
Mhm.
and Xander's the only one working, of course. And then she walks in. He's like, "Have you ever heard of knocking?" And she's like, "Well, I need to talk with you in private." And he's like, I was thinking he was gonna say again, "Have you ever heard of knocking?" But he didn't. So anyway, so she comes in, and she basically, after they talk and everything, what it boils down to is they're kind of they've formed an alliance to do some things behind the scenes behind Maggie and others to try to make money for Titan. And I don't know how it plays in with Bonnie's, one stormy afternoon or rainy afternoon or
Yeah.
whatever her bit
Yeah,
is.
I was trying
But
to figure out.
I don't really get it. Like first of all, Bonnie's husband's a lawyer, right? So anything they did that was shady he would catch,
And they never
he would
said
have.
their plan either, did they? It
Yeah,
was kind of
no.
like
And so,
she told him the
and
plan
he
and we
alluded,
didn't hear it.
and on Monday, she alluded to this manuscript because she's like, "Oh, well, there was this manuscript dropped, unsolicited manuscript dropped on my desk." And Philip had flipped through it apparently, and he goes, "Yeah, Bonnie Larkart's novel or whatever, and romance novel." And then Lucas was kind of like, "Well, I'd kind of like to know if I'm in it."
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
if there's anything in there about me, because that's what happened with Philip and
and then Bonnie. Well,
in Stephanie's book. But anyway, and then they're like, and they were kind of teasing him, and he's like, "Yeah, but I didn't know it was Bonnie, and I didn't." And it happened twice apparently that he got fooled. I don't know. I forget some of that, but anyway, so they had some good ribbing about that, but it had to do with this manuscript, is how they kind of brought it up. So on Tuesday, she's like, "I think we need to go bold." And I don't feel like Maggie has it in her to do that. I don't think, so the way she kind of approached it with Xander was, "I think we need to do some things to save Titan. And I think we need to do them without necessarily including Maggie in, because I don't think she's going to be willing to do what we need to do to save the company." And she explained her own reasoning for wanting to save Titan, her history with Titan Publishing and helping to build it with Victor and all that. And so it's very something she supposedly, is tied to a lot and cares about. So so Xander's first response is, "Well, I'm not going to go behind Maggie's back." And she's like, "Well, why not?" And he's like, "Well, you know, Maggie's the only one at times that has stood up for me and supported me and believed in me that I could make something of myself. And I'm not going to just turn my back on that." And I think Kate was trying to say, like, it doesn't mean that you have to go against her, but just that we don't have to include her in everything. Is that kind of the gist of
Yep.
what you guys got? that she's not going to be happy if she finds out about this XYZ plan.
Well,
that they have.
Maggie's treating
But-
Xander like crap, so why should he care?
Yeah,
I
and
know.
Kate kind of brought
Go
that
for it,
up.
Xander.
She said, well,
Yeah.
she said, to be honest with you, she's barely tolerating you right now. So you don't really owe her a whole lot. But,
Yeah.
you know, basically persuaded him that everybody will be better off if they go forward with her plan. But she just knows that Maggie wouldn't go with it. So, or doesn't think she would. So she just feels like somebody more cutthroat needs to be making some decisions that need to be made behind the scenes.
So it sounds like it's a
That are
little
more-
underhanded because
Yeah,
Kate and
that are-
Xander are involved.
And he said,
Yeah.
well, is it legal? And she goes, oh, of course it's legal. Yeah. So, which
Yeah.
probably means it's not legal. But
That's what she
but I
does.
mean, I'm just saying it would be dumb if it has to do with Bonnie's manuscript and they did something illegal, then that would be dumb because Justin's an attorney. But I don't know, I don't know, because apparently it was unsolicited and it just showed up. So then do they put it under another name and sell it for I mean, I don't know.
Oh, I have
don't
an
know what the-
idea. I know
Huh?
what they're doing. She's going to try to trick Demira into publishing it. I think Kate knows the book is crap. She doesn't want anything to do with it, but she's probably going to try to pretend like it's a good book and see if Demira tries to steal it off of her.
Oh.
And it's really not good. Yeah.
But I would rather read Bonnie's book than Stephanie's book, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well,
And she's gonna use her granddaughter somehow.
And she's placing her granddaughter in the position in
Yes.
the mailroom. So, yeah, I mean, I'm curious. I mean, maybe that's what it is, but I don't know. I mean, because since she wants Titan to make money, why would she? I mean, making Demira fail or lose money would not necessarily help Titan.
Right.
So I'm not really sure I'm not sure how that. I mean, obviously, this is yet to unfold, but I don't know. Probably something like what you're saying, Carrie. But I just don't. I mean, unless it's okay, get them in a lawsuit with Bonnie, but even then, that doesn't help Titan. So I don't know. I guess this will unfold. But at any rate, after Kate kind of laid out the plan, he said, what was the word he used? He said this was shrewd. It was a shrewd move. I think the shrewd was the word he used. And he said, so, so he was and also he agreed that with her that Maggie had been treating him like crap and that really, at this point, you can tell he still appreciates Maggie, cares about her, but he doesn't really owe her anything at this point in the situation, I don't think. Although she's keeping him around, so he kind of does. She kind of does. But anyway, so looks like Kate and Xander will be working behind the scenes together. So that should be interesting.
Yep. Anybody have any 2 cents on that? Nope. Anna pretty much covered it.
Yeah.
Marianne, what was Tony up to this week?
You know what? I think I hear my granddaughter.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me go. I'll be right back. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, poor little thing. Okay, well, I'll do it for her. Yeah, so Tony finally got reunited with Anna this week, so that was nice.
About time.
Gosh, I don't think she's been on since maybe July. Yeah, it's been a while. So, and I honestly don't remember too much else this week. But
They're trying to decide whether to pull the plug on Peter.
That's right. Yeah. So, yeah, I thought they made the right decision letting Kristen decide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, yeah.
Well, and also Tony and Anna kissed a couple of times.
Yeah.
So we got some Tana kissing. We got some Tana reunion, which was lovely. So
Mhm.
I enjoyed that. So yeah. And she got a little bit of lipstick on his lips.
I noticed that.
Oh,
That cracked
Oh.
me up because I remember back in the 90s, the soap magazines would tell you how they kissed and not messed up their lipstick. And basically they just blot and blot and blot and blot and blot to the point there's kind of like nothing to come off your lips. So that cracked me up. Unless they did it on purpose. I mean, that's
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
what would have made it better is if she tried to remove it with her, like, oh, I got you. But so that was nice. It was really nice. Because remember when they were first reunited in 2007, and then like we did finally get some side angle kisses, but like we kept being like, when are they gonna kiss? When are they
yeah.
gonna kiss again? So it was nice that we got a couple of kisses and that, they were totally Tony and Anna.
Yes.
Yes, and EJ was totally on board with pulling the plug on Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he offered to pull it himself, I think.
Yep. He said, I'll do it.
Yeah, and I have to say, Stacey Hayduk was fantastic this
Oh
week.
my God.
She just killed it. So good. So they gathered around Peter's bedside and they said, hey, we're leaving this up to you. We support whatever you want to do. And then she said she was going to let God decide and decided to take him off the machines. And it looks like with the promo that came out this week, it looks like Peter wakes up.
Knew that was going to happen.
Yep.
I mean, it makes sense because, like I was complaining last week, but what was the point of having him on there and making a big deal about it if he's only going to be on for a week or two? That was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
He's probably going to escape or something, and then we'll always have Peter out there again.
Or
lurking.
maybe he'll be the one wreaking havoc on everybody.
Maybe. Well, my question too was, isn't their mother alive? Because
Yeah.
couldn't she have been the one to make that decision? They never thought about consulting her. But
That's true.
anyway, whatever. I mean, she's not even up at the hospital. So anyway.
Yeah, that is odd. I never thought, that why she's still in Airmed and didn't come to town. Yeah, that is kind of
It's
odd.
not that far, right? So
Unless she's afraid of EJ.
yeah,
Um,
probably. Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered something about Lucas. Did you see the scene where Lucas was outside and Kate was off screen and basically illegally parking? He kept saying, "Mom, you can't park there, Mom."
Yep.
No, I haven't seen that. I think that must have happened on Thursday. And
Yeah,
so
I think so.
'cause Lucas was on Thursday, but I didn't see. I had to fast forward. I mean, I had to skip to Friday to watch a little bit of Fridays before tonight. So I'm gonna go back and watch that. So that's hilarious. Mom, you can't park. That's great. They've
Yeah,
had some famous interactions over the years that are legendary.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, that's funny
Yeah.
though.
He needs to be a regular. I'm sorry.
He needs to be he needs to be on there. Yes. I'm literally always happy when Lucas is on. I don't care what's happening or how dumb they make him that week or whatever. Oh, I just love Brian Datillo.
Yes.
Asleep.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I got her back.
Oh, she just needs her grandma.
She wants her mom, but
Aw.
Oh.
anyway.
Oh, so yeah,
Okay.
we discussed Tony and Anna and Peter and Kristen. Did you want to add anything about that?
For Tony, yeah, they were talking about, I guess all the siblings were getting together, right, to talk about pulling the plug on Peter.
Mm-hmm.
And Kristen said she was about her not being like a true Tamara. Did you say about Tony? Mentioned that. He said, well, neither was he,
Mm-hmm.
So they all were talking about how they think they all bonded more
Yeah.
together, all of them. Yeah. Then we had Tony and Anna, which was nice to see.
Yeah.
Did you see
Oh.
how they color coordinated with their outfits? The red and the
Always.
black,
Mm-hmm.
red tie, red handkerchief. She had the red necklace. Yeah. So
Yeah, and he was
But
wearing
again,
her
she's-
lipstick too after a
she's
while.
taking him away. What's that?
He was wearing her lipstick too. You didn't notice?
Oh yes, yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. And then of course she's saying it. She wants to get out of Salem again and go traveling.
Yeah, she wants to get
He
away
needs
from
to
the
tell her,
Viper's nest.
no, I'm staying here and I'm gonna run to Mira. But anyway, that's my gripe about that. They're always having Anna dictate what they're doing, you know.
Mhm.
So anyway, you guys probably covered. I think that's mostly what he was involved in, the reunion with Anna
Mhm.
and the
Yeah.
discussion about Peter. Yeah. So okay.
Okay, and the rape tells Gabby Stefan is dead. And basically the proof that Vivian gave him was just a picture of a gravestone that looked like it was made by AI. And a death certificate that was recent, not back when he actually died in October. So the whole thing looks shady as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even Rafe's, but isn't he kind of believing it? I mean, come on. But Gabby really doesn't, I don't think. Gabby has hope that he's still alive. I don't know.
Yeah.
They said his heart gave out.
Yeah.
Jake's heart gave out.
Jake's heart gave out, yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
she told Gwen because Gwen was involved with Jake from the beginning. So, and I'm liking Gwen and Gabby together. I'm glad they had another scene. That was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and thank God this scene went nowhere. But Kat and Chad literally ran into each other at the hospital and separated. So, looks like they stuck a fork in them. I think they're done now.
Yeah.
But with all that going on, though, EJ gets a call from Sydney saying she's having panic attacks, and he actually leaves town. So that was kind of odd. With everything going on.
Why not just have Sydney come? Tell Sydney to come there.
That's weird. Yeah.
Why are they not
Yeah,
casting
we need to see her.
Why are they not casting her? It
Yeah.
makes no sense. You can
It's really
stick
annoying.
No, they're casting everybody
It's
else.
so annoying for her to always be referred to, but no.
Yeah, stick her with the
Yes.
college kids, you know.
Yeah.
As long as she's younger than Johnny, then that's
Maybe
good.
they don't know what to do with her.
They
need
need
a storyline, I
Noah.
guess.
And Noah, yeah. There's a lot of kids out there floating around that they could bring back to the show. You'd have Claire back for Theo, too. So, okay. Oh, Johnny and Chanel,
Oh,
they were happy for like 10 seconds.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
No. Yep.
Well, at least he's not mad that she's pregnant. He's just worried. Like,
yeah.
he's scared.
He's just
Basically,
worried.
he's scared.
That her
He's scared
cancer
that
could
she's
come back and he could lose.
Right. Because at
That's
first, when I realized he was
understandable
going to be
there.
upset, I was like, "Oh man, I'm going to feel like punching him in
Right.
the face." Because it's like, but then when he shared his reasons, then I could understand. I could understand
Mhm.
that concern. And of course, she's mad that he's work. She doesn't want him working at Demira still, but he's like, "I'm kind of liking the money while it's good. While I can,
I
you
like
know.
it.
It's like I'm not
Yeah.
planning on being there forever, but I'll fill in while Theo's recovering."
Let's hope he
and,
doesn't go to the dark side like his dad.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
be one of the seen that happen.
Yeah, I thought they both kind of handled the whole conversation badly because I think they should have said, hey, let's talk to the doctor and
Yeah. See
and
what
see
the doctor says.
Yeah, he was just saying, oh no, let's just not have this baby. And I thought that was, you haven't even talked to the doctor. Let's see what the doctor says and how they can monitor her and keep an eye on her and make sure she's okay. So yeah, that really bugged me.
Mhm.
That, yeah. I like how he handled that. But when then Melinda's back in town, which I was happy to see.
I like her.
Me too. So she's handling Chad with the mediation. Because EJ asked her to. And I think she was working a bit with the whole Rachel situation too. So that should be fun. Speaking of Rachel, looks like she's gonna get in trouble again with Sophia. Wonder what they're up to.
Yeah.
Oh, Sophia wants to bail. She wants to escape. So I'm not sure why. Like you would think if she just acted normally, they would probably let her out.
Would
No.
think.
But that'd be the
You
easiest
think
way
she's
to
going to
go
go after Johnny and Chanel? Try to get the baby back? I don't know.
But she doesn't want to
See that
baby,
happening.
you know? I don't know.
I think she still wants Tate.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think- Yeah, and Linda visited her in a hospital, so that was nice of her to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was glad to see Melinda as well.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Who wants to talk about the Leo Javi wedding?
It's sweet.
Oh,
They were cute.
Romantic.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
it. I haven't seen it
I
yet.
thought they both did a good job, and Javi really is really emotional
mm-hmm.
and in love with Leo, which I don't know. And Leo is believable too. You know, they ruins Javi, but he said their vows.
Yeah.
My
Leo,
question is,
go ahead.
would it hurt to realize when they're speaking Spanish to write the English on there?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of Spanish being spoken lately. Yeah, I mean, I guess they don't want to bother with the captions.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But I thought they're
Gabby read something, and then Ari said it in English.
yeah,
You know.
yeah, that was
Yeah, but
nice.
I'm talking about Javi.
Yeah, he's constantly
Oh,
speaking.
Javi, yeah. Well, he's more or less Leo supposedly learning Spanish.
Yeah. But it doesn't do me any good.
I
don't know what he's saying.
I just love how they kept switching to Gwen, showing Gwen, and she's looking at her,
Yeah.
looking around, like looking for Dimitri to show up that stopped the wedding, but
Mm-hmm.
he never showed until after the wedding. He looks different. He looked different.
Little
Yeah.
bit.
Longer hair. Something.
I
Yeah.
don't like the hair. No, don't like it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even recognize.
No, because he had the slick back hair. Yeah. Yeah, it's totally
But
different.
who is this? Who?
Dimitri.
The Dimitri. He has like long
Dimitri.
curly hair now.
Oh, he showed up.
Mhm.
Yeah. At the very end
Oh.
on Friday.
The end of right
Okay.
after they were
'Cause
married.
Okay, because of course I
Did you
missed
see the
that
look
very
on
last.
Javi's face?
frame.
It just went. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe they'll
So he
end
looks
up,
good.
maybe they'll end up being
Go
a
ahead.
throuple. It doesn't
Boy.
look like it with the
Oh,
promo.
boy.
Yeah, Javi's like crying in the promo for next week, so I don't think so. But I thought Leo and Marlena had some great scenes this week because Leo was freaking the F out before the ceremony.
Yep.
About writing his vows, and he didn't think he was good enough for Javi, and she talked him into going for it. So that was really
Which
nice.
is true. He isn't.
No, people change though.
Yeah, Lucas had good scenes with
Yeah,
Ari too.
And Ari still doesn't like
Yeah.
him. Which I didn't know at first that Ari didn't like him. That kind of came out of the blue.
She's really been making that known lately, hasn't she?
Oh yeah.
She didn't really
there's-
act
yeah. So I
like
don't
she
know.
didn't like him for a long time. So I don't.
That it didn't bother her that
Which is
much.
fine. I had forgotten that history with her
Yeah.
her fathers. I mean, I don't blame the kid for not,
Well, yeah.
having some issues with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Leo was not a nice guy when he
No.
first came on. He was nasty.
But he was always funny.
Of course, so was Xander. But now I like him, but so was Xander. I love Xander. You know, Xander was. I didn't stand him when he first came on.
That's what I understand about this storyline. Say Joy is the one who's stalking Alex or Stephanie. You would say she is in town and she is doing that, you would think she would go after Leo, because Leo's the one who broke up her parents' marriage. So,
That's true.
Frank and Nancy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who do they think? Wait,
Yeah.
say that again.
Joy.
Joy
Who?
Wesley. Joy Wesley.
Oh.
Yeah, you would think
Oh,
that she would hate Leo the most. You would think that she'd be the one to sabotage the wedding instead of, worrying about Alex and Stephanie.
Is there a sighting of Joy? Do they see?
There's just hints.
Has she been on?
No.
Oh,
there's
okay.
just hints. Yeah, because Alex
Okay.
keeps talking about a baby, and we all know Joy left town
Yeah, that's
Pregnant.
right. That's right.
pregnant. Yeah.
That makes sense, actually. That she'd be trying to freak them out and stuff.
Yeah, but that's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
if you're psycho.
But yeah, I feel like she should be directing it towards Leo and not Alex and Stephanie. So you think she would bust up Leo's wedding, but I don't know. That was my opinion. Oh, speaking of Alex and Stephanie, so they went to the bistro and Kayla was there, and it was all set up because Alex proposed to Stephanie at the bistro. So they kept that under wraps pretty good.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did it with the presents, each smaller box.
Yep.
Yeah. It's cute.
And then a note with a
Surprised her, yeah.
proposal. Yeah. And then Caitlin and Steve were in on it, and he said he asked for her hand in marriage. So, do we think that wedding is going to happen?
Probably.
I don't know. It took her a while to say yes.
I don't know, because when Joy shows up with a kid, Stephanie doesn't want to have.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think Stephanie wants kids. That's not, or not right away, she says.
Yeah.
How old is she? I don't know what you're waiting for.
I was gonna say, yeah.
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 So if she's 35 and over, yeah, she needs to work on that.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have any nominees for Diva of the Week?
Oh, I forgot to think about that.
Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I was actually thinking Kate
Yeah.
or Ari too.
Well, I didn't.
Oh yeah, Kate's a diva. She's scheming. I think she's going to. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
What do you think, Anna?
Well,
Well, they'll give her. It could be a good storyline for her.
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't see her as being
I
a
think it could
diva
be.
so much as devious, yes, but diva.
Devious.
at-
Yeah.
I don't know. I think being a diva in terms of the diva of the week is someone who's like, it's all about them. I don't know. It's just like, everything, the world's collapsing around everyone, but their problems are worse somehow, or Rafe being dumb and annoying, like
Yeah.
getting on Pat all the time about stupid
Mhm.
crap and stuff. Those are the kind of things that I look at. But yeah, but I mean, Kate is a diva in a lot of ways, but I don't know. Oh, let me think. What about
Yeah.
this isn't a diva, but necessarily, but I just thought about Sophia. What when she hugged Melinda and she started to kind of cry, it was like, because Melinda was like, I miss hearing your voice, So when she went to visit her, I was like, that was kind of touching.
Yeah, I
That
thought she's
was.
gonna break down there. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously Sophia is gonna do something and then run away. So it's gonna be something bad if she's planning on not coming back to her. Because like even when she was telling Rachel that she was gonna do something, she's like, well, and you're not gonna go back. She's like, what about your parents? She's like, well, she gave reasons why. They're always arguing and yelling, and I always have to be perfect for my mom, and blah blah blah. And then she's like, well, what about your little brothers? You're gonna
Mhm.
say goodbye to them forever? And you could tell she kind of had a little like, oh, kind of thing. And then, but when Melinda came in and said, I really miss your voice. Um, anyway, um, so, and she made a comment about how, I know you didn't want your baby to go to Johnny and Chanel, but from what I hear, they're taking wonderful care of him, and all that. And then when she said, I really miss your voice," and they hugged, it seemed genuine. There was genuine emotion. It seemed from Sophia, not that Melinda could see that, but anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
So
something
I
with
don't know about. I would go with Johnny as diva. I don't have a problem with that.
what do you guys think, Johnny or Kate?
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else.
Okay. All right. All right. Spoilers for next week. I saw Dimitri versus Gwen, so that should be interesting.
Oh,
Theo wakes up.
good.
Oh, and I saw Belle and Chad are going to help each other move on,
Oh,
which
jeez.
I cannot see those two
No.
together
Most
at
people
all.
in the
No.
with each other. Oh,
Nope. Especially after she just dated EJ. She's going to go after another
Ugh.
brother. Yeah. Lord.
and in the crypt, they already got to discussing how Abigail had passed through most of the family.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Maybe Chad's trying to get revenge on EJ by sleeping with Belle. I don't think he would do that,
Yeah.
but
that would just be no. I mean, even Belle laughed when it came up. Something came up somewhere where
she
it
was
was
on
indicated
the
that
app.
Chad.
Yeah, she was on the
Yeah.
same.
That's right. She matched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Can you believe my first person I matched with is
Matched.
Chad?" And they're like, "Chad who? Chad Demira?" I mean, she didn't exactly sound like. I mean, and I'm not knocking Chad. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
she didn't seem to think it was plausible or whatever. So I don't
Well,
know.
she's old enough to be his mother.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
No, it's not that
No
old.
way. I don't think so.
Well, look at Gabby and Theo.
What is
Yeah, that's true.
mid-30s?
Yeah,
Although,
40
What's she?
maybe?
Mid-40s?
Yeah.
technically
Late 40s?
Gabby was only like 18 when she had Ari, so she's like would be like 36,
younger.
37, something.
Yeah.
But I think she's older than that. But who knows? But I don't know. It's always hard to tell on soaps.
And Sarah
I know
Brady.
Sydney should come back to town, and she should run into a guy whose nickname is Pocket. I'm determined that Pocket's gonna have to come back someday.
Yeah, the Pocket does for sure.
That has to come back. He has to come back.
Philip
He's
doesn't have any
Philip's
kids.
son,
Yeah,
and he was Philip's baby.
yeah. And they took that one baby
Anyway.
from him and gave it to Dr. Jonas. So
Ugh.
yeah. So Philip needs his son. Oh, so Sarah and Brady kissed, and Xander fires Brady next week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Xander fires Brady.
Kind of know what the reason is there.
Yep.
Jealousy.
Yeah. Kissing and mistletoe.
Plus, is Brady ever really at work? What does Brady do? I guess it's.
I was going to say,
Basic
what
Black,
does Brady
but-
do at Titan?
It's
It's
basic
Basic
black, but
Basic
Right?
Black.
they
It's
never
under
even
Titan.
show it. There's no. They never even show it in terms of what they're doing. They never talk about it.
Doesn't
They
have
never,
a job. Doesn't work. Doesn't have his own house.
I'll bet you he hates. I bet you that
Gotta love
Eric
him.
Marsoff cringes every time he has to say, "Well, it's well past time I find my own place." I'll bet you he's just like
Yeah.
cringes sometimes.
I think he's
Yeah,
kind
you
of
are 50.
Even in fan events, when you talk to him and forgot his. How do you do this with a straight face? All this with the women and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he's always defended
play
Brady
dumb.
somehow. That's the defendant. Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine him going to Maggie, saying, Maggie, well, it looks like I'm going to be staying here a little longer than I thought. Because
Yeah.
now I'm unemployed.
Oh, jeez. I mean, he does have like trust
I
fund
can't
money.
now. I can't afford my.
I mean, the sad part is most of these people
sure he
have
does,
plenty of
Stan.
money that they could actually have a place,
Yeah.
And I keep waiting for one of Brady's.
Yeah. Wait.
And I love Brady, but like I keep waiting for one of his relatives to be like, or even Tate say, well, Dad, you did get a pretty big payout a while back, and it probably is time for you to get your own place. I mean, but all these people have decent.
Did he get any of his
money,
dad's
like,
money?
I mean, yeah. I mean, even Johnny got some.
Yeah.
I mean, could get his trust fund money if he needed to, but I don't know. Anyway, I just find it humorous. I know they have people living in group, under the same roof because it
Sets.
makes it easier for drama. Well, yeah, the sets, but the sets, the sets and sex.
They always did
But,
Kiriakis and the Demiras. Yeah.
yeah, but we get it.
I
I
love it.
understand, but it's still kind of funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's fun.
Yeah, so poor Maggie. She's going to be stuck with Brady. And I still didn't figure out where Tate is. Is Tate still with Marlena or what? Where's
I
Tate?
I don't know,
Stay
because
with
that's going to be
Marlena.
weird when Holly comes back and if Tate's moved in. I
Yeah.
don't know. It'll make things a lot easier for them. They won't have to borrow the Hernandez house. They can just have their own wing.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Does anybody have anything else before we wrap up?
Nope.
nope.
All righty. Get some sleep, everyone.
Oh yeah.
All right. Take care.
Oh yeah.
Take care, everyone.
All
All
right.
right.
Good night, guys.
Go